Some things are just so cursed that museums won't take them on. Hello everyone and welcome back to our channel. I'm your host Emily and today we are counting down our list of the top 10 cursed items that even historians fear. Number 10. The Hope Diamond. The Hope Diamond is gorgeous. It's 45.52 carats, is a dark grayish blue color, and the pendant surrounding the Hope Diamond contains 16 white diamonds. Now the necklace chain it's on also contains 45 white diamonds, and French monarchs, an heiress, and at least one unlucky postman have met their misfortune after possessing it. The Hope Diamond's allegedly cursed reputation is well known. The diamond gets its name from London banker Henry T. Hope, who purchased it in 1839. After Hope's death, the diamond passed through the hands of various owners, and in America the gem was feared lost in a shipwreck, but that rumor was refuted when the diamond appeared at a public auction in Paris on June 29, 1909. Evelyn Walsh McLean, a Washington, D.C. socialite and the wife of the former owner of the Washington Post, acquired the diamond in 1911 for $180,000. Now she too suffered the curse of the diamond as her husband died in a mental institution, her eldest son died in a car accident, and her daughter took too many sleeping pills. She believed in the curse, but she continued to wear the diamond but would not sell it for fear of bringing bad luck to someone else, which is really considerate if you think about it. After Evelyn's death in 1947, the diamond was found along with $4 million worth of other jewels stored in shoeboxes in her bedroom. Then Henry Harry Winston, a leading American jeweler and gem dealer, bought the diamond from her estate in 1949, and in 1958 he donated the diamond to the Smithsonian Institution where it is today. Number 9. The Iceman. The mummy of Otzi, aka the Iceman, was found in 1991 in the Otzol Alps, Italy. It is believed that the Iceman belonged to 3000 BCE and his body was preserved because of the glacier that surrounded him after he died. However, soon after his discovery, people who were involved with his discovery began to die due to violent accidents. Forensic pathologist Rainer Henn died in a horrific car accident, mountaineer Kurtz Fritz died in an avalanche, and hiker Helmut Simon died after falling off a dangerous hidden path. The Iceman then claimed 3 more lives in quick succession between 2004 and 2005. It's thought that anyone who comes into contact with the Iceman will die, and people believe the discovery of Iceman is a curse and has the power to destroy mankind. Now that does sound extremely cursed, and I would not want to go near that ever. Number 8. The Little Mannie. A 3-inch tall stone head is known as the Little Mannie with his daddy's horns. Strange name, I know. After a cleaning lady stumbled upon it in a basement floor in Manchester, England, local scholars Tony Ward and Pat Ellison Reid explored the site and found evidence of a strange ritual. As Manchester Museum curator John Pragg said, it was around a circle of candle holders, and inside the circle they found the remains of chicken and hair bones, ivory counters used for scoring at billiards, and other offerings including a mother figure whose head had been broken off accidentally. Since the Little Mannie looked a lot like a Celtic Stonehenge, everyone generally assumed that's what it was, but when it was displayed at the Manchester Museum in 1991, a visitor identified it as Namali, a type of figurine from Sierra Leone. While Namali is known to bring strong harvests and other good fortune, the Little Mannie seemingly brought a fair amount of bad luck to its British handlers. Manchester Museum staff members suffered car accidents, bike accidents, burglaries, broken pant zippers, and all other manners of trouble. Number 7. Cursed Maori warrior masks. Maoris are the indigenous people of New Zealand, and according to Maori tradition, the warriors carve and paint masks before a battle, and it is said if they die, their spirits live within the mask. The warrior mask is an important part of their tradition. Now, Maori tradition dictates that a menstruating woman is tapu or taboo, and so are the masks. So if both of them come into contact with each other, it would invoke a curse. Also, pregnant women are considered sacred, so a Maori museum in Wellington, New Zealand tells pregnant and menstruating women to stay away from several sacred Maori artifacts, including traditional Maori warrior masks, as they could invoke a curse. Now if this could happen, why would they even show it off? It would stress me out if I ever went or worked in that museum. Number 6. the Conjure Chest. The Conjure or Conjured Chest is a chest of drawers that has taken the lives of about 16 people. As the story goes, an enslaved man named Remus custom made this item for his enslaver, Jeremiah Graham, in Kentucky circa 1830. Jeremiah, displeased with Remus's work, beat him to death. Now in retaliation, Remus's friends then cursed the chest by scattering dried owl blood in its drawers. But the Grahams used this chest and passed it down to their family for 140 years, and death or injury came to anyone who stored their apparel inside. In the mid-20th century, Virginia Carey Hudson Cleveland had 2 of her offspring die and her husband die after being rushed to the hospital for appendicitis. Now a neighbor also died after an accident involving a weapon, and all had used the chest. So Virginia enlisted the help of her maid, Sally, to undo the curse. They followed the steps that included procuring a dead owl and boiling willow leaves. Sally said that if she or Virginia then died, it would prove that the curse had broken, and months later, Sally did die. When Virginia's daughter inherited the chest, she opted not to use it, which is why she's the smartest person in that family, because why wouldn't they just get rid of it? Number 5. Scarab. Rumor has it that the Smithsonian is the home to many ancient Egyptian treasures and artifacts, and now were they stolen, that's a completely different story, but it is said that these items are cursed, and I mean, with all those movies about Egyptian curses, this really doesn't surprise me. They have a scarab believed to be from King Tut. Now if you don't know what a scarab was like me, they were popular amulets and impression seals in ancient Egypt. There are many of them, and through their inscriptions and typology, they are an important source of information for archaeologists and historians of the ancient world. Now it's said that bad luck will follow anyone who touches King Tut's body or anything in his tomb, and since this amulet belonged to him, I'd say watch out. Now in 1922, when King Tut's tomb itself was unearthed after more than 3,000 years of uninterrupted rest, some believe the pharaoh unleashed a powerful curse of death and destruction upon all who dared to disturb his eternal slumber. So since this scarab belonged to him, it's believed to be actually cursed from King Tut himself, so I'd stay away. Number 4. Black Aggie. Black Aggie is the name given to a statue formerly placed on the grave of General Felix Agnes in Druid Ridge Cemetery in Pikesville, Maryland. Beginning with its installation in 1926, it was surrounded by many urban legends. These included that the spirits of individuals buried at Druid Ridge would annually convene at the statue, that no grass would grow on the ground where the statue's shadow would lie during the daytime, and that the statue would animate itself during the night, whether by physically moving or by showing glowing red eyes. It was said those who saw her eyes were said to have had their lives ended by her, or she would cause you to go blind. Oh, and one last thing, if you sit on the statue's lap at midnight, you will die in 2 weeks. So due to these urban legends, it led to much unwelcome attention towards the statue, and many people were caught breaking into the cemetery at night to visit it, and the pedestal was frequently vandalized. So in response, the Agnes family, disturbed by the attention the statue received, donated it to the Smithsonian in 1967. Besides these legends, there apparently are real stories about the statue taking people's lives. One man put a cigarette out on the statue, which is just disrespectful to begin with, and he was later found dead due to him getting shot in the head. Another man was found dead at the foot of the statue, and no one knows his cause of death. So if I were you, I'd stay far, far away from Black Aggie. Number 3. The Hands Resist Him. The Hands Resist Him is a painting by Bill Stoneham. It's also known as the Haunted eBay Painting. The painting is based off a real-life photograph of the artist from him around the time he was 5 years old. The painting depicts a young boy and a doll in front of a glass door with disembodied hands in the background. Now a California couple found the painting in an abandoned brewery, but in February 2000, not long after they brought it home, they listed it on eBay with a warning to buyers. It said this painting may or may not possess supernatural powers that could impact or change your life. Now let me just say, if something you're thinking about buying comes with a warning like that, I'd suggest not buying it. Now the couple claimed their daughter told them that the boy and girl from the painting would fight with each other at night, and the ad also mentioned that at one point the boy seemingly exited the picture, which is when they decided to sell. It sold for $1,025 to Kim Smith, a gallery owner from Michigan. In an interview, she revealed that she received emails from people who claimed they were repulsed or became physically ill just by viewing a photo of the painting, and I honestly think that they should just burn it. Number 2. The Unlucky Mummy. mummy. The unlucky mummy is an ancient Egyptian artifact in the collection of the British Museum in London. The identity of the original owner is unknown, and this painted wooden mummy board of an unidentified woman was acquired by the British Museum in 1889. So the unlucky mummy isn't actually a mummy, but the mummy board or coffee lid of a high status woman who lived around 950 to 900 BCE. Discovered in Thebes in the 1800s, the 4 young Englishmen who first purchased the mummy all died in unfortunate circumstances. The mummy board has acquired a reputation for bringing misfortune, as it has been credited with causing death, injury, and large-scale disasters, such as the sinking of the RMS Titanic in 1912, thereby earning the nickname the Unlucky Mummy. The Unlucky Mummy has also been linked to the death of British writer and journalist Bertram Fletcher Robinson. He conducted research into the history of the artifact while working as a journalist for the Daily Express newspaper during 1904. He became convinced that the Unlucky Mummy had malevolent powers and died just 3 years later at age 36 years old. With a name like that, I'd stay away from it too. And coming in at number 1 is the Grand Grimoire. The Grand Grimoire, nicknamed the Gospel of Satan, isn't really a book I'd want to read, and I think a lot of people wouldn't want to read it due to this either. The book is said to be written by a man possessed by the devil. The 16th century book is known as one of the most terrifying occult books in existence. It contains dark incantations and instructions on how to summon demons and raise spirits from the dead. That last part might sound appealing to those who are grieving or suffering from loss, but this book's dark reputation makes it one of the most feared medieval manuscripts of all time. Even opening the book is considered equivalent to selling your soul to the devil. Now thankfully the Grand Grimoire is not available for purchase due to this, and I mean, who would even want to buy that? It's said that the original copy is currently kept in the Vatican secret archives and not currently available to the public, and I think that's a good call. Well, that's all for our list of the top 10 cursed items that even historians fear. Which one on our list do you think is the scariest? Let us know in the comments down below, and make sure to like and subscribe while you're down there. I'm your host Emily, and we'll see you next time. Peace.